Everyone. Uh, Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining Fusion Solar webinar. My name is Mohammed Hassan. I am a service manager for Huawei UK for Fusion Solar products. I have done electrical engineering and then masters in sustainable energies from University of Southampton. I am member of Institute of UK with over 10 years of experience in Middle East and in Europe. You can see my email address. You can send me an inquiries or whatever the problems you are facing with the installation of the things, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Also, I want you to join our community website, which is community.solar.huawei.com, where you will find lots of information regarding Fusion Solar products, their data sheets, use manuals, quick installation guides, video installations, and lots of information is available there. You will also get marketing tools, free marketing tools, which is specializely tailored for the installers, and you will also get rewards through training and purchasing of Fusion Solar products. Coming back to today's webinar, first of all, I want to introduce about our residential smart PV solution to you. That we are providing single phase inverters, which is we call Sun 2000 L1 inverters in the range of 2 to 6 kTL. We have also three-phase inverters, which is starting from 3 to 10 kTL, which we call M2 inverters. Then we have the residential battery solution, which you can get it in up to 15 kilowatt hours. So it is a module battery system coming into the 5 kilowatt hour module. Can stack three modules together and to make it 15 kilowatt hours. We are also providing the backup boxes. Backup boxes are available for the single phase installation, and it is also available for the three phase installation. We are also providing smart PV optimizers, which is for 150 watt power. And then for the communication, you can get smart dongles. The one you can get it, the wireless dongles and FP dongle. The other one you can get it is the 4G dongle, where there is no internet available. You can use 4G dongles there. Also, we are providing the smart power sensors or smart meters, we can say, in both for the both type of installation for single phase and the three phase. For single phase, you can use DDSU 666H, and for the three phase, you can use DTSU 666H, which supports up to 250 amps. Also, monitoring platform is available for the residential customers, which we call Fusion Solar. You can connect your plant to the Fusion Solar monitoring platform, and you can monitor it remotely from anywhere in the world on your app or on your laptop as well. Coming back to the Huawei LUNA battery specification, on the left side you are seeing the LUNA battery. This is made up of three power modules, which is 5 kilowatt hours each. So in this presentation, I'm going to explain for the installation of the 15 watt hours battery system. You can use that battery in the 5 kilowatt hour scenario, or you can use it for 10 kilowatt hours, or if you can use both three modules, so you can use it for the 15 kilowatt hours. Here you can see also we have this battery is the high voltage DC solution. You can also parallel two power modules and to make the battery system up to 30 kilowatt hours. This battery is compatible for both Sun 2000 2 to 6 kTL single phase inverters, and also for 3 to 10 kTL M2 inverters. This battery is IP65 rated, and it is good for installation outdoor and indoor. Cells are made up of lithium iron phosphate, and the battery has 100% depth of discharge with 10 years and more than 4,500 cycles. Coming back to the installation topic, you can see in the screen, in the picture, this is the 10 kilowatt battery system is installed. On the left side of the screen, you are seeing the main parameters of the battery, that it has the LED indicators. You don't see any kind of LCD screen. So it comes with the LED indicators, which you give you the alarms, the status of the battery. You have the DC switches onto the right side. The first part we call it power module, power control module, and then we have the three battery expansion modules. And you will also install that battery onto the floor mounted, or you can use it as a wall mounted solution as well. If you see on the back side of the battery, you will find the heat sinks, which is used to dissipate the heat generated from the internal components of the power control module. There is it is recommended that you can install this battery in the well ventilated area, so that the if is there any heat generated during the production or during the workings, it will be dissipated easily from here. Also, there is a black start switch. You will find it onto the left side of the battery, and you will see you can find all the holes, which you can put it onto the, you can mount that battery onto that wall. Installation environment, as mentioned before, that battery is IP65 rated, so it is suitable for installing for the outdoor installation as well as for the indoor installation. However, you need to make sure that if you are installing outdoor, that you should install some kind of shades to protect that battery from sun, from direct rain, or some direct snow. And it is also not recommendable to install that battery close to the flammable parts, which can make causes, which can make dangers during the operation of that battery. So always install the battery into the high ventilated area, so that if there is any heat generated during the operation of that battery, it will be dissipated into the air. Installation, coming back to the installation of the battery, you can see onto the left side of the screen that you have the base floor base module. So you can stack that battery onto that floor base, and then you can put all the battery modules up to onto the top of that one till the end, where you will install the power control module. Also, you will find the expansion module plates in the battery, which is very necessary, that you can put that plates to lock the power control module to each other. If you don't do it, then it will be a risk that it can be fallen down if something happens to that battery. So always make sure that use the battery expansion plates onto the both side of that battery, so that you can fix battery with the floor stand, or and with the different two module stack with that one. Here again, the screws are also provided inside the battery box, in the module battery box, so you can use that to tighten the battery expansion plates. And also there is, you will see there is another screw which is tightened there. You don't need to move anything, or you don't need to tighten that screw, because that screw is there to support the expansion plates for the LUNA battery system. Here into the screen, if you come onto the, if you can see onto the right side, the number 1 and number 2 are the two screws available into the battery box, and the other one, it's already fixed there, so you no need to tighten that screw, because this is only for the to the support to the battery expansion plates. So just tighten that screw number 1 and screw number 2, and the same way do it onto the both sides of the battery till the power control to make it safe the installation. Coming back to the grounding cables, the grounding cables will be connected to the battery onto the right side of that of the system. The the grounding cables are also available into the battery box, so you don't need to prepare the grounding cable by yourself. The small cable will be connected between the two modules, and the larger one cable will be connected from the module to the power control module. So make sure that you use the correct size of the cables and tighten the ground cables securely. And before connecting anything, make sure that you have the DC switches of the battery is closed, so that there will be no risk of any kind of shock or something during the installation. Here for the top for the power control module, make sure that you will provide some space between the two screws. You don't touch the cables or the grounding cable with the screws. You need to put the covers on that screws. Otherwise, if you put if the cable is touching or the cable is bending from the screws, then you will have the problems to fixing the side covers onto that battery module. Coming back to the power cables, you don't need to make the power cables or print the power cables by yourself, because we are providing the power cables inside the battery module box. So you will find the print, the size power cable inside that box, and you need to always make sure that you installed the power cables onto the left side of that battery, so that there will be no problems while connecting to the inverter side. Also, make sure the second thing which I want to mention here, that always make the power cables passing through the handles of that power control modules. So if you put the power cables over that handle, then it will be there will be a problem on installing the covers on that battery. If you do it through the go through the handles, then you can fix the covers quickly and properly. Communication cable. We are also providing the communication cables between the battery modules and the power control modules inside the boxes. So again, you don't need to make the cables by yourself. You just take out the cables and connect the cables between the power control modules and the battery modules easily. They are the RJ45 connectors are also crimped that one. So just you need to make sure that you pass the cable through the first to the locking nut, and then you connect the cables to the RJ45 connectors inside the battery control power control module and battery modules. I have prepared a small video here, so to show you that how you can connect the communication cables to that communication connectors. First, you pass the locking nut through the cable, and then the cover through the cable, connect that cable to the terminal of the battery module here. And one more thing, that for the last battery module and the top power module, you will only use one communication cable, but for the other battery control battery modules, you will use two communication cables there to communicate with the power control unit. So you can always put the rubber gland there, so that it will be IP65, so no water can be go inside to the communication connectors. If you don't fix the rubber properly, then there is a chance that the water can go inside and it can damage the communication connectors in future. So always tighten the locking nut properly, so that there will be no space available for water to go inside like this. Here, and always place the cables correctly inside the space, so that you can put the cover, the last cover properly onto top of it, that one. cables connecting the power cables from inverter to power control module of Luna battery system. We don't provide these cables, so you need to prepare these cables by yourself. It depends upon the length of the inverters, how you are installing that inverters away from the battery. So that's why you need to prepare these cables by yourself. The connectors are comes inside the power control module, and for in the battery in the inverter module, inverter box as well. So you use that connectors and crimp that properly, and then connect the power cables directly to that from inverter to the power control module. Make sure that you connect the inverter power cables onto the right side of that battery. I have seen in some installations that the customers are connecting the power cables onto the left side of the power control module of the Luna is used to, if you are using cascading the batteries, or if you are using the 30 kilowatt hour system. In that case, you will use the left side options, or left side connectors to connect the battery from the battery. And if you are for connecting the battery from with the inverters, always make sure you use the right side of connectors to connect it to the inverter. Communication connectors. I have faced some queries from the customers that they are a little bit confused regarding the communication connectors of the battery. So here I want to mention that you need to use only 3 pins, sorry, 4 pins, that 2, 3, 4, and 6, so that you can easily connect it the battery with the inverter. In the next slide, I will show you the number of the pins which you are going to connect it with the the number of here to the inverters. So here the pin number 2, 3, 4, and 6 will be connected to 3 and 4, 5, and 6 of that inverter comps. And if you want, you can take the screenshot of this screen, so that you can use it, or you can send it to your installers, because the basic this is the main problem where the customers are facing, because they are confused due to the communication connectors of that power control modules with that inverter. As in customers are installing the meter as well, so meter is also the meter communication cable is also going into the COM number 3 and 4 of the inverter. So here customers starts confusing that how they can connect two comms cable in one single pin. So that's why we prepared this picture for you guys to make it clear that you can connect the two communication cables from inverter, and from the meter, and from the battery to the pin number 3 and pin number 4 for the inverter module. Going back to that slide, RS485 communication with the inverter. Here again, for the three-phase inverter, you will use only 4 pins, which is 7, 9, 11, and 13. And for the single phase, you will use 3, 4, 5, and 6. So only 4 pins will be used. So don't confuse yourself or the installers with the number of ports available, or the number of pins available, the communication connectors for that inverter. Only 4 pins will be used, and will be able to communicate with that inverter and with the Luna battery system. Coming to the commissioning part of that Luna battery system. For the commissioning, you need to install the FusionSolar app, which is in blue in color, because right now there are many apps, FusionSolar apps are available on Google and other Play stores. So don't confuse yourself with that kind of thing. So you just need to use the app which is blue in color as shown in the screen. And that app will be communicate with the optimizers, battery, power meters, and dongle. If you use any other app, then you will be not able to communicate with battery or optimizers, because that apps are the old ones, and they are not integrated with this the new technologies for this. So that's why you need to use, always make sure that you are using the app which is in blue in color, so that you will be able to communicate with the optimizers, battery, power control module, and dongle as well. From here, from this link, you can download the FusionSolar app. Again, customers are getting confused that from where they can download the FusionSolar app. So I have checked this link a couple of minutes back before starting of the webinar. The link is working fine. You can download the FusionSolar app, which is blue in color, that particular link. If you use any other app, if you use Sun 2000 app, again, you will not able to communicate with the battery or and the optimizers. So you need to make sure that use the FusionSolar app, which is blue in color, and then you will be able to use, then you will be able to commission the Luna battery system with this app. Using the app is very easy. You can, or if you you need to make a account once you install that FusionSolar app. You can go to the no account option, and then the new window will be pop up. You need to make your account as an installer. You need to provide your the company name, the email address, username, verification code, passwords, and then a system will send you an email with the link. So you need to click onto that link. Once the registration done, you will be able to log in to the FusionSolar app, and then you will able to commission the unit, commission the system. Once you log into that app, you need to go to option Me, which is at the bottom of that app. You will see. Once you click Me option, you will find multiple options available. Then you need to click onto the commissioning option. Once you click onto the commissioning option, the new window will be pop up, which will ask you to connect with the inverter. So you will have two options here. Either you can scan the barcode of that inverter, or you can do it manually. When you click on the manually, you will see the Wi-Fi of the inverter's serial number will be available onto the FusionSolar app. You will click to the inverter Wi-Fi, and then you will able to communicate with that inverter. The password for the commissioning of that inverter, you need to use the username as an installer, and the password is 50A, which is penta zeros A. So sometimes installers forget that password, so that's why they called us and asking only for the password for the for commissioning of that device. So make sure that you use the 50A. Don't change that password, because otherwise, if you change that password, then you need to go through the complete procedure to turn off that inverter. Then there is a 5 minutes procedure to reset that password. So don't forget it. Always use 50A to communicate with that device. Commissioning of Luna battery or residential system is very easy. You need to go through only 5 steps. The first one is grid code. You need to set the grid code, device detection, battery control, management system, and then in the last you will see the quick summary that it will show you that everything is connected. For commissioning of the device, you need to click, once you enter to the device, you need to click quick settings. Once you click quick settings, a new window will pop up, which will ask you to set the grid code. You need to set the appropriate grid code for the UK, which we have United Kingdom G98. So you need to click on that one. A date and time will be automatically set through the phone. The app will take the date and time from the phone, and it will register it. Also, once you done the grid code, click onto that next, and then the app will start finding the devices. Once you see all the devices connected onto that system, the smart dongles, power meter, optimizers, battery, then you need to click next, and then it will ask you to add the monitoring platform, the plant to the monitoring platform. You can put the plant to the monitoring FusionSolar monitoring platform, and then you will able to monitor that plant onto the management system. And once you enter the details of the management FusionSolar management system, and you will click again next, and then in the end it will show you the summary of the complete system installed on that site. It will give you the information about the number of optimizers used, the inverter connected, number of inverters connected, battery module connected, and power control power sensor connected. So it will give you the complete summary of that system, which will tell you that everything is connected now successfully. Firmware upgrade. This is another important thing that now once you connect, once you go to the quick settings, the inverter will automatically ask you about the firmware upgrades, that the latest upgrade is available. If it's not available, then the app will automatically tell you everything. In case you need to upgrade the device, you need to go to maintenance and then click on the device update, and then the app will automatically find the latest version of the firmware. If there is no latest version available, it will let you know that there is no latest version available. So you can skip, or you can you don't need to do any kind of update. If there is a latest version available, it will let you know the version is available, and then you can do it by clicking manually to upgrade that inverters and or products. Here, a smart dongle upgrade. So smart dongle can be upgraded directly from the FusionSolar app, FusionSolar platform. So once you connected the system, you log into your management system, and then from there, FusionSolar management system, you can update the firmware of the smart dongle as well. Here, once the plant is commissioned completely, you can see that it will tell you the information, the number of inverters connected there, the power meter connected, the capacity of the LUNA battery, which is connected and operating, and the number of optimizers are connected there. If there is anything having an alarm or anything, it will give you in the green option area that the system is not connected, or the device is not connected with the or not commissioned properly. So you need to do the process. You need to commission the device again properly. Here I have put it some video, one video for the commissioning procedure of the LUNA battery system. You will scan the barcode of that inverter. Once the barcode scan, the app will ask you the password. Here, due to the security reasons, the screen is blank because the customer has used the different password, so that's why it is screen is blank here. Here, once you enter there, you will go to quick settings. You will click on quick settings, and then you can, here you will change the grid code. The phone date and times will be taken from the app automatically, and then you can see the smart dongle, power meter. The device will automatically find all the information. You can change the setting of the battery, that if you want to maximize the self consumption, or you want to fully feed to the grid. So all these options are available here, so that you can adjust the battery according to your requirement. Here, this is the this is the screenshot that everything is connected and producing, and the direction of the arrows will show you that the panels are generating the energy is going from the battery to the grid, or they are taking the energy from the grid to the battery. It will provide you all the information about the LUNA system, that what is the rated capacity, the running status, self-consumption, charge, discharge values. All these values will be available for you. Uh, yeah, you can see the directions of the arrows showing that the battery is releasing the energy. Here you will find all the information about the app, the parameters you can see onto that app. Active power control, reactive power control. You can play with that battery from the FusionSolar app. Yeah, end of discharge. You can change the settings as per your requirement. These are the different scenarios with which our battery, our system, inverters, LUNA battery can work. So you can set the scenarios according to your requirement from the settings of the battery. Yeah, that is all. That is what I want to say today. Any questions, guys? Let me open. Stop sharing.
There are questions. Just 1 second, please. Mohammed. Thank you for your presentation.
I think there are many questions.
Yeah, if you check the text box.
For the price installation, Joe can advise you that Joe is the right person who can give you the prices, and she can tell you that from you can buy the equipment. Joe, can you please come? I think you are mute. Yes, Joe.
Hi, yeah, any prices that you've got inquiries for, you can contact myself and I can point you in the right direction as to who would be the best option for that. Obviously, most of the domestic market is done through our partners, but if you've got any big projects or anything like that you need support or anything technical on, you can speak to myself or Mohammed. We can support that for you and definitely get some pricing booked to you for that.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you.
There is another question for certified Huawei installers from Zimbabwe. For that thing, you need to contact your local distributor, a local Huawei distributor, and they can support you on that one. We can only support here for the UK and European things where the SK is working. Okay, can you see presentation recording? We are having another session on this one for the installation. Alison, perhaps when we are having the next one?
It will be announced on SKE website.
Okay.
Please check on the website. And,
okay.
And also the recording will be available on the website.
Yeah, if anybody does need the recorded version of the webinar or anything, again, you can contact me via email or again on LinkedIn, and I can happily share this with you. That's not a problem.
Thank you, Alison. Thank you, Joe. Mohsin Tufel, if someone is not having access to any real inverter, then how can we practice commissioning virtually? It's a very good question. You need to purchase inverter to practice the commissioning, or you can use you can see the videos which is available onto the YouTube. and on SKI website, so you can do commissioning practice from there. Yeah. Any other?
Mohammed, there is another question that came in from Giovanni, which is, does the Huawei inverter single phase have the UL1741 certification, which I think is a US
Yeah, it is.
standard?
It is. If I remember correctly, it is for the arc fault detection. Correct? I didn't see that in that question.
No, it was sent
Mike.
privately. UL1741 is
Okay.
the certification. Yeah.
I can check. I can check with them. I can check
Okay.
with R&D, and then I will let him know. But if
Thank
it's
you.
the, yeah, I will check with R&D. Yeah. I remember that we have all kind of the required certifications. So if it's required, then it should be, we should have.
Great, thank you. Are there any other questions from anybody before we wrap up? No? Okay, great. Well, in that case, I'll take this opportunity to thank you all for your time this afternoon. Thanks very much to Mohammed and also to Joe for their presentations too. And keep your eyes peeled for information and links coming out for the recorded sessions. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. If you have any questions, you can send me an email and I will come back to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.